The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Coleman. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we has them.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Out left side here to Bryant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Ryan. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. To throw is Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On second down, here's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Ryan. Caught left side by Hilton. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They will run again with Coleman. Now a loose foot. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Ryan. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Breeze on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Baker in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. On third and long, it's Breeze. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, Ryan. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Coleman, he juked him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one, it's pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Ryan, that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.